Well, hello, welcome back to my channel. This is my '06 Chevy Colorado, and we're going to be doing a little bit of an upgrade. We're going to be adding a subwoofer. Space is limited in here. Alright, so I guess we're going to go ahead and start with the power wire for the amplifier. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hook it up to this right here. This has kind of a little beveled edge on it, which actually goes into there and kind of pushes that out. Now, I've done this before and it should work. The connector here is kind of so thin that it just kind of like mushrooms that out, and it kind of works in the same way. Like I said, you know, I don't know if I would recommend doing this, but what would be better probably would be to change this whole thing. They sell them at the hardware store, the parts store, whatever, and then that's a lot better, but this will work for now. Then there's a little boot down there, right there, that holds a wiring harness, has a wire harness going through. I'm going to just make a little hole in that and then run it through there. And then from there, excuse my carpet, it's dirty. We're going to kind of run it through this kick panel down and around here, and then go under this trim, then bring it all the way back, and then the amplifier is actually going to sit back there. And as far as the ground, I think I'm going to try to loosen this seat mount and run it up under there, and then kind of clean off some of the paint so I get a good connection. And then we will move up to the head unit and the RCAs and the remote wire. So I guess the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and try to feed our power wire through. I've already made a hole in that boot down there, so it should go pretty easily, but I don't know. Sometimes I have a problem finding the hole. That was bad taste, I'm sorry. Went right in. All right. Now I'm gonna go pull. Hey, I see it. I see it. Oh, yeah. Oh, like a glove. Now, what happened? Got to the end. I mean, that couldn't have went any better if I paid for it. How we dipped. I've got to kind of plan on how your wiring's going to go. You know, I like to have things to anchor to, and you definitely don't want your ground to touch that while you're messing with all this too, because then everything gets energized and then things arc. It's not good. But I think I wanted to run it over here and maybe up and like that. And of course, we're gonna have to put our fuse in. But yeah, cool. And as you can see by my dirty carpet, this kind of pops out from right up there. I have to put the grommet back in. That's why you can see light, and then just kind of hide it back up under this kick panel. And then, like I said, run it all along there. And probably go behind the back seats and behind that little cup holder, and then bam, Bob's your uncle. Done. Okay, got it over here. Now let's try to work on this ground situation. I think it's an 18. Yep. Oh yeah. Hopefully we can use this. It's a long-winded son of a bitch. Happening. Yeah, I think we can use that. Try to clean it up. Clean up that paint a little bit. Make sure we get a good connection. I think that will work. It's a bit big though. Might have to break the drill out. Of course it's raining. Why wouldn't it rain? So for the ground, I brought one of those Skosh kits, and it comes with this ground, which, I mean, I guess the wire's alright, but like they expect you to do like a little self-tapper with that. I'm not down with that. So for $5 at the parts store, I just went ahead and bought a negative battery lead. I'm gonna have to take and drill this out, but I think this will work a lot better. And then I'm gonna have to do the same kind of funky connection I did here. Now I should also mention, my end plan is to build like a custom box with probably 2 10s. For back here, this little amp is just kind of, you know, for now, kind of to get me through the winter and shit like that. But so I'm kind of, you know, I wanted to run decent wire for a bigger amp. But so what I did was I'll show you what I did when I do it to this one, but just kind of snipped away some of the wire, crimped it with this heat shrink crimp wire connectors, and then I'll connect it. This thing has like a Molex style connector that connects into the side, meaning it has separate leads coming off of it as well as RCAs and then your remote. But that will be the best way to get that to it. And then when I'm done, or when I come back with a different amp, snip that off, hook it up to the, you know, bigger, better amp, and with the better speakers. But yeah, or, you know, I mean, you can even use this if, you know, that's all you got. You know, I ain't totally against the DIYers by any mean, but just take pride in your work. You know, your work, if you're doing for yourself or if you're doing for someone else, just take pride in it. You know, it'll feel a lot better. And also, when you're taking pride, don't be like me. Vacuum your damn vehicle. Or you don't have to. Don't listen to me. You don't want to vacuum your vehicle? You don't vacuum your vehicle. It's fine. Why are you listening to me? I'm babbling. Sorry. Alright, so I actually found a drill bit that, you know, is around the same size. My only problem is now I don't know where my drill is. I cannot sit and watch this. I will be in here forever. I need to find my drill and go. Found it. Black and Pecker to the rescue. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. Oh yeah, that's a stupid idea. Because that's not dangerous. The question is, though, son of a biscuit, will it thread itself on there? Maybe. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna go with it. I think that'll work. I got it under there. All right, it is on there. I think that'll do just fine. See, you can just hide it. No, that's gonna be flipped up the whole time. Okay, so that's power and ground. Let's go ahead and rip off this little cover and get that all out, and then we could start running our RCAs as well as our remote wire. And then we can also, right underneath that, we can go ahead and take a look at that blower motor resistor. I'll show you guys how to do that. But yeah, cool. Looks brand new. Beautiful. Okay, where were we? Oh yeah, we gotta go back inside. That's right. Okay, now inside. I'm pretty sure we can just kind of take and pull this off somewhere. I don't know. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's not getting edited out. It's very hard to do this with one hand, and I don't really have like a small stand to hold my phone. This thing just pops out though, I swear to you. Yep. Just kind of pop it down there. It should kind of just all come out. Okay. It's as simple as that. You gotta disconnect this on the back, which is just a regular wire connector, nothing too crazy. So you just kind of pull it out. See, that's the wire connector you're gonna disconnect. I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera down and finish taking this off. You're not really gonna miss much except for me disconnecting that. So we'll come back when this is all off and everything is accessible. I lied, there was two. But just very easy. Just kind of press this little tab on this one. And this one actually has a little tab that you pry back right there and they will pop right off. Alright, so here's our RCA wire. I've also got my blue remote turn on wire. And what I'm going to do is shove them kind of down there and then run them out and run them on the opposite side. Remember, we have the power coming this way. What you want to do is you always want to run your power on one side and then all of your audio level, and your remote is such a small current, it's fine, it's not going to, you know, give you any air interference, but you do want to run it on the opposite side. So what I'm going to do is shoot it down there, get it out there, and then kind of go along the kick panel, do the same thing, go up under that trim, and then pop it out back there. So this should be fun. I think I'm going to do this off camera and then show you the finished product after. Okay, so I went ahead and got it ran. Just kind of popped it down through there. Now I'm going to flip it up in there and then get it all around. It was a lot easier than I thought. Okay, got it in there. It's going down there. Going under the trim all the way out to back there. Like I said, the amp's going to sit right there, so I think we're about all ready. I just got to hook up our remote wire up there, and then let's go ahead and pull this out after that, and then we'll start setting it up, and then we will get to that blower motor resistor eventually. Yes, my hands are dirty. They're very dirty, I'm sorry. Okay, so here's the remote wire. Just gonna hook this, crimp it onto there, and then crimp it onto this one. And then our remote wire is ran.
I like the video.
Bam, just like that. Now you're supposed to use a little torch. Oh, of course, the wind. But we're gonna do it this way because I like to be a pyro. Wait, my kid's watching. I probably shouldn't do that. You know what? I think that's fine. That's better. So now all we do is hook up the RCAs. Then we're going to hook up our connector. I need an adapter for my antenna, so that's why it fell out. I didn't realize that. But then, yeah, we'll just stick it back in there, and then that part is done.
Yeah, if you're play out there while you're doing the video.
I guess.
Yeah, we're playing on swings. Start it.
There you go. Go play on the swings. Okay, well that's done. Now all I have to do is cut the wire up there at the battery and hook up the fuse. Alright, so now all I have to do is cut this and then connect these two. When you put your fuse on, you always want to put it as close to the battery as you can. Like I'm literally going to have only about that much before I take and put this on there, just to have it as close as I can to the battery. So then everything after that, you know, where it could possibly short is going to be fused. And yeah. Alright, so I'm going to try to do this with all the wrong tools. I think it'll be alright. Got this for $1 at the dollar store. It's going to be bad-assed. This is not how you're supposed to do this at all, but no cuts, no edits. You need to see the good and the bad. That's fine. Oh, that's not fine. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. That's fine. Alright, so this is going to be one end. I'm probably just going to weld it right here, or just send a screw straight through the battery just to secure it there. I won't. That is satire. Now let's get this other end. Okay, here we are several hours later. It's dark outside. And what I figured I'm going to do is we're going to use this kind of as we were. But this I decided, since I'm going to kind of do something different, I didn't want to cut this end off. I just went ahead and bolted just a ring connector or a terminal connector onto there. And for this, our remote, I'm just going to use one of these heat shrink butt connectors. And like I said, I'm going to be like changing this out and doing something better by next year. So this is kind of slightly temporary, but I think it'll work all right. So let's go ahead and hook that up. Okay, something like this. These are our RCAs. We got our ground, our remote, which is in the middle for some reason, and then our power. I'm going to go ahead and wrap that up with some tape and then put some heat on those to shrink those, and then throw some tape on that too. And then, yeah, hook up our RCAs. Yeah, so this is the unit. This is about right where it's going to sit, and the wires should look a little bit better than that. Didn't notice I had a friend out here. So, yeah, that's about where it's going to sit. Now, it did come in the box with some, straps. And I don't know, I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to secure it. Because I hate a box that just flops in the wind. It's always good to secure them somehow. But, yeah, so that is all pretty much hooked up. Next thing we got to do, can't see, but is go back down there, and then we got to put in that resistor. So that's going to be really quick. But if you don't take anything else from this video, maybe check out this next part for the resistor, because I mean, it could really save you a lot of money, and it's super easy on most vehicles to do. It's my work light. Alright, I guess that doesn't look too horrible. Okay, now let's tackle this. So that right there is what we're going for. You're going to need a 5.5 millimeter socket to get it. There's only two of them, the little gold ones. So what you want to do first, pull this clip off, or that wire harness, pull that out, and go ahead. So basically, like that. Okay, it looks like we've only got one more. Voila. Okay, this is the old one. It looks pretty nasty. Definitely burnt up. This is our brand new shiny one, which I'm going to install right now. And the installation is exact reverse of the removal, so that'll be easy. I did it myself! So last step is going to be to hook this up. I completely forgot. And then we're going to go ahead and hook that up. And then we'll go ahead and kind of give a good smell and make sure nothing's burning or anything like that. And then we'll do just a little bit of a test of the subwoofer, and we'll check out the new blower motor resistor. I should have 4 speeds now instead of just one, which was all go, full 100% max power. But yeah, got it. Okay, kind of a moment of truth. Apparently I left the flashers on. Oh. Okay. So I don't smell anything. Alright, let's tighten that up, and then let's go test everything. It's been a long night. Alright, so here's the moment of truth. Got everything all hooked up, I'm pretty sure. Ooh, number 3, it's working. Number 2. Number 1. Nice. So yeah, before it would only work on 4. Wouldn't work on 3, 2, or 1. And 3, 2, and 1 is what the resistor is actually resisting the current for, to make the fan spin at a different speed. That was hard to say. But I don't know. The light isn't on this side. So let's just go ahead. Okay. Don't hear anything coming through it, but we might have to go to the menu and figure it out. Nope, subwoofer should be going. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure this out. Alright, got it all figured out. We'll go ahead and play something. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please consider subscribing, liking, all that fun jazz. And thank you for coming along. And my ride to work tomorrow is going to be a lot better, a lot funner. And we're getting to the point to where I'm going to need heat. So it's going to be nice to have a lower blower motor setting. But yeah, that was it. Thank you guys so much for watching. And have a good one. And like always, I don't know. I don't always say the same thing. So have a good one. Subscribe. There you go. Subscribe. Thanks a lot. Have a good one, guys.